What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're out here with the Vivi e-bike. I'm on my vacation right now. I got a week off. I figured it'd be a fun time if I came out here after a storm and one, see how deep the creek is, and two, see what my trails are looking like back here after the storm. I want to see how muddy it is. First we're going to check on the creek. It's pretty high up. Usually you could see the bottom, but you definitely can't see anything now. This is the deepest I've seen it in months. This is going to be like a new part of my trail I've been making. It's kind of like a creekside ride, I'm calling it. And I hope that someday, like if I die, someone calls this like Jared's Woods back here, because I've been carving these out like all myself, you know what I mean, over the years. I think I deserve some damn recognition. Anyway, this is a new part of the trail. Usually when you see me, I'm going to the right here, but I got a new spot here to the left that, like, you see, we're just gonna like snake along the trail. Oh, we got some ducks taking off. Seeing a lot of wildlife already, like in the first 30 seconds here. This trail's pretty dope. I found these, like, this spot back here where like nobody was using it, and I just went ahead and took over. And I'm still getting used to this way because it's new. I'm still trying to like commit it to memory so I can come flying through here better. Some pretty cool spots back here. What do you think? This spot's like all flooded out. That's why I like the e-bike. I could just like start exploring. This part of the trail kind of ends up over here. I kind of like this spot here. I've been coming back here to like chill out and reflect a little. Just get some quiet time. Feels like there's spots in nature, like no one's ever going to come back here if I don't. So like somebody may as well be enjoying it, right? Otherwise, what's the point? And I know e-bikes get a bad rap, but they're a ton of fun. This is another new part of this trail. This part's like kind of a winding racetrack. I gotta pay attention during this part because I always like that. I get too squirrely with it, and I almost rip myself out of bounds. And last week I was standing on this. It was totally frozen, but everything's flooded back here now. I hope everyone's having a good week. I'm actually off this week. It's kind of like an unpaid vacation that was like required, but you know what? I'm living in the consulting world now. Things are a little different, and I kind of accepted that. We're gonna go right this time. Back to the old trail. Check it out. Make sure it's not like jacked up after those flooding rains came through here the other day. Man, got a big tree like down. What do you guys think of this trail? It's pretty extensive just for me, like coming back here and there. Like I've probably been riding for like, I'm going to say, holy shit, that tree was never down before. I'm going to have to clear all this up, but let's at least move this. Damn, this is like one of my favorite spots, like this chicane. I'm going to at least try to move this out of the way for now, so I can come through here still. Damn, I could break some of this up another day, but I won't do it while I got you guys with me. We're just going to ride today and just have as much fun as we can. But I at least had to move that big log out of the way so we can come through here. And it's nice having the day off. I'll say that for sure. I've been working 6 months straight for now. And it's pretty nice, you know, just having a week off. Oh shit, this is flooded. That was fun. And that's what I'm saying about e-bikes, man. Look at me, I'm like out here on an adventure, splashing through mud and stuff. Like, you think you need $5,000 for a Suron to do this, but you really don't. And I'm only on level 1. This thing was only $500. So 1/10 of a Suron. I could get 10 of these. You know, 1 Suron. Now, am I going 50 miles an hour? No. But, do I need to go 50 miles an hour back here? Like, this is real technical. I can't go more than like 5 or 6 miles an hour through some of this. Especially when it's all muddy, too. Damn, I'm glad I wasn't back here when all these trees fell down the other day. 500 watts, 48 volts. It's powerful, too. I had a fat tire e-bike before this, and it was also 500 watts, but only 36 volts, and probably weighed another 40 pounds on this thing. And I gotta tell you, this thing's a dream. It's really light and nimble. And look at me, I'm just back here in the woods, like hanging by the creek now. I'm on my vacation, and I probably got a lot of battery left still. Yep, I still got all 5. So we're gonna keep going. And we're just gonna rip back down to the creekside way again. There's another like little pull off right here. My neighbor sometimes I see him bringing his kayak back here. I think today would be a good day probably, like how deep it is. You could probably kayak like all the way down to the Delaware from here, I bet. Alright, let's continue on. And for all my motorcycle enthusiasts out there, bro, I'm telling you, $500 and just come rip this thing through the woods. It's kind of cool, like, keeps you in shape too. It's like a fun way to be in shape, you know, without being like all grueling like regular bicycling is. It's just fun the whole time. And then you're just like stopping off at little spots like this, you know. You could bring like a drink or a snack. I'm super close to my house here, so like if I'm hungry, I'll just go home and get something. But I do sometimes think about buying a second battery. Like just say I'm out here for an hour, I go home, get a little snack, grab my second battery, start charging my first battery, come out here having a ton of fun, you know what I mean? And then I could still maybe even ride at night if I wanted to off of that first battery again. This thing has lights on it on the front. It's got a nice headlight. And it's a 21 speed. There's 3 levels of pedal assist. When I'm in the woods, I'm mostly on level 1. You would think it would be like, oh damn, you only ride level 1? Level 1's a lot, bro. Like for the woods, for these tight turns, and it's muddy. Sometimes I'll kick it up to level 2 just to like have a little fun, but honestly, you can't even really use all of level 2 in the woods. And shit, level 3, I wouldn't even be trying that. Not in the woods, bro. Like, you'd be off the trail. Like, my whole goal is to like stay on the trail and keep it smooth. And I see people spending like thousands and thousands of dollars on these e-bikes, which like you can. Like just say you wanted like a Yamaha e-bike or Ducati e-bike. Sure, go ahead. But now you can't rip it through the woods. You know, you're like, trying to be all gentle on it. Some of them are not even that powerful, but they're charging you a ton more than this. Doesn't even make sense. What do you guys do in the off season? Like, just say it's too cold out for motorcycling. What else do you do? Because I feel like this is a fun alternative to that. Like, I still got a throttle. I got a motor. I'm on 2 wheels. And I'm quiet too, right? I'm not too far from some houses here. And I come back here all the time. And not once has anyone called the cops on me or said I was being a nuisance. And to be quite honest, I don't think anyone even knows I'm even back here. So I'm just silent. I love that little muddy splash right there. What do you guys think? Would you get one of these Vivi e-bikes? Ride it through the woods? Splash it through some water? I have no regrets, that's for sure. Kind of get one of these e-bikes and get out to the woods. Just kind of leave all your cares behind. You know? By the time you get back an hour later, you won't even remember what you were thinking about, what stressors you had. Some people want to do drugs or drink, but this is how I do my stress relief. All I gotta do is have a throttle and a motor. I'm good. I can take it out on these two-wheeled machines. It's nothing better. Throw in a little mud and some water. A couple of bouncy tree stumps. We're good to go. Yeah, I like to just ride right through a bunch of bushes sometimes when I'm not paying attention. And that's the other thing. This does kind of help you hone your skills on a motorcycle. Yes, I know we're not dealing with a ton of horsepower here, but all these little slips and swerves and just being alert and attentive, it all translates to any kind of two-wheeled riding that you're going to do, whether it be e-bike or Sur-Ron or dirt bike or motorcycle. A lot of people probably ride in a big group, but I'm the kind that would ride alone. I can't imagine having a whole bunch of people out here in my woods with me right now. It'd be a little weird, to be honest with you. Alright guys, well, thanks for tuning in. Hope you had as much fun as I did blasting down these trails with me aboard the Vivi e-bike. Drop us a like. Hit us with a comment. Let us know what you thought of this ride. And definitely subscribe for more. Catch you next time.